I'm Samantha. I'm a woman in her 50s. I've got short hair that is turning grey. I'm wearing white and gold earrings. You might be wondering why I'm stating the obvious. Well, to the majority of you, what I've just said is obvious, but not to those who are visually impaired. I'd like you to imagine a world where everyone is included and everyone's gifts are received and valued. And today I'd like to share with you something that is helping to make that dream become a reality, one circle at a time. But before I tell you more about circles of support, I'd like to ask you a few questions. Who here knows somebody with a disability, whether that is visible or invisible, such as chronic pain or mental health disorder or cognitive disability? It might be you or someone you know. Please put your hands up if you know someone. Yes, a lot of you, and I'm not surprised because 1 in 5 Australians has a disability. Now keep your hands up if the person you're thinking of is isolated or vulnerable to being isolated in their community, in their town, in their neighborhood, or even in their family. Yes, a lot of you. Now, who here would love to have something they could share with that person that could totally transform their life from being lonely and isolated to being connected and having valued roles in their community? All of you, of course. Well, for me, that person was and is my daughter. And for more than a decade, I've watched her struggle with the unwritten social rules that govern our relating as human beings. For example, is it okay to share very personal information with somebody that you've just met? What is the difference between a friend and an acquaintance? Why is it not okay to send 20 texts in a day to somebody that you hardly know? These are some examples of the things my daughter struggles with on a daily basis. And as her mother, it has been heartbreaking, and I have felt so powerless as I watch her try and fail time and time again to make and maintain friendships, sinking back into loneliness and depression. I sought out so many different kinds of supports and services. And as grateful as I am for the paid supports, they tend to start with what's wrong and not with what's strong. And besides that, you can't buy friendship. But that changed just over a year ago when I came across an organization called Belonging Matters. And that's when I first heard about circles of support. This is a small group of people intentionally invited by the person at the center with a disability to meet on a regular basis with a facilitator to help this person to work towards their goals and dreams, to help them to make decisions and to problem solve, but most of all, to be their friend and ally. And I didn't know really where this part of the story was going to end when I started preparing this speech. But one of my daughter's goals for quite some time has been to have a romantic partner. This seemed a million miles away, and yet in the last week she has achieved this goal, and although it might be short-lived, I am absolutely thrilled, and I know that this is going to boost her confidence and her courage enormously. So if this is an idea that you think would help the person that you were thinking of earlier, Please share it with them. Circles of support start with what's strong and not with what's wrong. Thank you.